Welcome to Lemmings is Hard. Today we're going to be talking about a mystery that has worried me for a little bit. RuneScape. It's a very fun game for me, and if you're not me, then you might not know what the game is, or you might not like it. The mystery at hand here is about the browser version of the game. RuneScape, throughout most of its history, has been a browser game, as you may or may not know. Until fairly recently, when Java was no longer allowed on most web browsers, except for like Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator. Netscape. So, pretty much what happened was, once Java was no longer able to run in browsers, the game RuneScape would no longer work. And I've been wondering, how can I make it run on a browser? So, I've had two main thoughts. One, WebOS RS. Works fine, it's smooth, not really at all, but it works, so it's pretty cool. Then we have actually trying to run the game as it was meant to be inside of oldschool.runescape.com. And that's difficult, and that's what today's video is about. So it all started, I looked up how to run a Java application or applet inside of the Chromium web browser, which is what I use. And I found two things. ChirpJ applet runner and IE tab. IE tab will be the first thing that we'll be talking about. IE tab, it was strange. When we loaded it up, I was originally greeted with a thing telling me to update my Java. And I messed up when I was updating my Java, so the whole thing broke. So then I was stuck troubleshooting it. I have a picture of here where it would finally finish before it would tell me that it was not allowed to run due to the Java security not being good enough. I also tried putting it on, so when you click on show more details button, there's a thing that pops up. It shows you the Java website, and that's a little bit of an Internet Explorer tab inside of Chromium, which is browserception. So what I did was I put it in the trusted websites list, but nothing worked. I did a bit of troubleshooting for a while, but I just couldn't figure anything out. It was annoying, but now we must talk about our next thing, which is ChirpJ. Pretty much the thing about that was it worked better. It worked better in the way that first you get a blank white screen. Okay, that's not good. Then we go on, and it's loading for like 10 minutes, and then it tries to download from the update server, which is further than IE tab went, but I don't know. IE tab had the little circle thing that I have up on the screen right now, so that's kind of what made me try even harder. It also comes to our issue with ChirpJ. It always would break. It would never finish uploading. It would stop at 35%, 25%, around that, and then it would just break. It's kind of annoying, and it would send me to this dark black screen with some white text that was saying either a firewall was broken, I need to turn off my firewall, maybe I'm using Windows XP Service Pack 2. I was totally using Windows XP Service Pack 2. Now that I think about it, that's the entire reason why it failed. Then pretty much what happened was, after that, we would get something saying, open up port, and then there was like a number that didn't work. So you might be wondering how I even got it, since, if you just click on the thing that says connect to a server, it just doesn't do anything. It just stops at a blank black screen. Well, I actually tried ChirpJ on that, and it sent me to a blank white screen, so it didn't help for that. What I went to old school, and then world number. Don't add the first two numbers, just have the last one. If we're going up from 301, it would be just 1. Continue that pattern of not having the first 300 numbers indicating. So yeah, that was annoying. Now it's up to you guys to figure out how to help me here. So before we end up on how you guys could possibly help me, here is why really I care so much about this. One is that, I have time invested into it, and I, really want to get this mystery solved, since it's kind of interesting to see how Java technology's kind of just still out there, broken, how, it was never fully gotten rid of. It's still there, but, we don't really think about it. It's kind of like asbestos. So, the other reason is, it's, part of the spirit of RuneScape, and I'm talking about old school RuneScape here. I mean, we all know that RS3 is a soulless game. You can't take the browser out of the RuneScape, but you can take the RuneScape out of the browser. And I think that RuneScape has some more spirit on some level if you put the RuneScape in the browser. Not just that, but, you can play it anywhere and stuff. I guess it's part of the charm of it. It's one of the things that really set RuneScape apart back when it was, able to be played on a browser widely. But what am I to say about any of this? I didn't play back before 2013, or 2014. I started playing recently, and now this is something that I just really got into. So, flame me in the comments section, OG old school RuneScape players, or RuneScape classic players that have been here for the past 20 years. So yeah. So, how could you guys help me? Well, maybe you could suggest to the old school devs to make a JavaScript version of the game. I mean, now that they're slowly discontinuing the Java version, maybe we could turn that into JavaScript version, eh? The other way is to, try it yourselves. Try to troubleshoot things yourselves. I think that the few issues I might be facing are 1, Linux, 2, Chromium, 3, I failed to install Java correctly in IE tab, not on my computer. I don't want to go through the arduous process of doing that on Linux. So yeah, try yourselves if you are able to. And, I think here's a suggestion. Try an Internet Explorer mode in Edge. Dun dun dun, Edge. I think that might bear some fruit, maybe, since, I don't really know if they officially got rid of Java, that being Edge. So yeah, that is all I would have to say on this topic. TLDL. Too long, didn't listen. I'm trying to run RuneScape in the browser for various reasons. It doesn't work. There are a few ways that could be fixed. Try fixing it yourselves. Goodbye. Have a nice day.